We're testing out the audio. We're testing out the audio. We're testing out the audio.
Absolutely ridiculous. We have video. Absolutely ridiculous. We have video. Ridiculous. We have video. Ridiculous. We have video.
Testing. Testing. Okay, that's better. Testing. Okay, that's better. Testing. Testing. All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Danyala coming back again with another lesson. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. And shalom to the hopeful, elect brothers and sisters that believe in this word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and the Son. And, I've been getting back into doing live streams. Again, it's been a minute since I used the StreamYards. I was just going live from YouTube. But I want to be able to do live streams with actual, scriptures. A lot of times I'll be on the go. But I took a second with my laptop. Shout outs to the brother Yawan down there with the Dallas brothers. For blessing me with this laptop, so I could do all kinds of things with it, man. Especially, I'm able to do these videos with it, and just make the workflow and teaching a little easier. In terms of the different tabs, or whatever. There's a benefit to having the laptop or the different devices. When it comes to teaching. But I entitled this lesson "Cutthroat Cities," right? And I want to get the word and the meaning for the word a cutthroat, because this is the time that we're coming in to where people are not going to care about anybody else's feelings. They're not gonna have any morals about them. Is gonna be in their mind is gonna be survival to the fittest, and this is all according to prophecy. All right, so this is what's gonna be coming. Not that I'm gonna have to go ahead and wipe that off a little bit. There we go. Right, I'm in the chariot, streaming this. But So I want to get this. I want to get this from this guy, Full Spectrum Survival. Um, fair, fair use. I'm not using this for to try and monetize his content. I'm using this for educational purposes. All right. So we're gonna play this because you got things that are already going on that are, of a cutthroat nature. Now, you think about a cutthroat, that's somebody that will cut another person's throat, right? To delete them, right? And that name was taken on by particular Israelites in the ancient world, all right, who would basically they would delete those who were in league or let's say at peace with the Romans, right? Even Israelites that were at peace with the Romans, right? That weren't rising up or with them. Okay. Now I want to get the definition of cutthroat. Right here it says a Killer, right? Or Murderer, right? Is the reason why I'm spelling that out. But it says a cruel, unprincipled person, right? People are going to be cruel and unprincipled out here. Why? Because of the lack of resources for survival: bread, food, water. Um, bread and water, which bread could be synonymous with food. Okay, and for the lack of for great tribulation, they're not going to have comfort. Okay, so they're going to use whatever power or whatever swords or weapons they have, whatever power that they have to do um to take food from somebody or to take things from other people to give themselves comfort in this tribulation. They're going to do it. We're going to read the scripture right now. I got another one right here because this term can be used even in business, where they'll say someone you know is a cutthroat, meaning they're willing to do whatever it takes, not caring what they have to do in order to succeed. And that's the mindset these people are going to have, right? So we already got that one. But it says down here, the Google definition, um, it says of a competitive situation or activity, like I said about business, fierce or intense, involving the use of ruthless measures, right? Cutthroat competition led to a lot of bankruptcies. Okay. It says not showing no care or consideration for the harm done to others with whom you are in competition. And everybody's going to be in competition for food, for water, for comfort, right? In the times that we're coming in. Okay. America's on the downfall. All right. There's about to be lawlessness out here in the streets of the cities. Okay. Now let's go ahead and play this right here. Because you see the news articles, you see these different things that are happening over and over and over. You know, uh, um, the love of many waxing cold. Let's grab that precept real quick. Matthew's chapter. This is Matthew's chapter. Salakia. Got all these different. Matthew's chapter 24 and verse 12, and this is in the NIV. We're trying to get the KJV, right? Okay, I see what they're doing. It's a slightly new setup here on on StreamYards. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share the whole window, right? Okay, that's how you do it. Make sure that audio is good, right? Okay, that's how you do it. Right. It's been a while that you're able to share your individual tabs here, but I wanted to bring this precept up here on the screen, right? It says Matthews 24:12. It says, and because of lawlessness. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, that's one way to put it too. Yeah. I don't know what translation this is in. But it says, but because of, I think it's the NIV, because of lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold. Right? They got another one. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. And you see it day in and day out. Reports of this so-called NDub, all right, often a lady's baby, and then often her shooting right into the stroller with the Glock. Okay, you see these things, these ruthless things coming, man. Right? So the so-called NDub and not even her, you know, other women, right, of these different nations, Edomite women, you know, right? You already have cases where they're displaying it. And actually, you know what? You see more N-dubs in the news for this, man. Right? Mothers being very cruel. All right, women being very cruel and not nurturing, man. Okay. Outside of that, just people in general, not being cutthroat, man. Okay. So the love of many is waxing cold. And I should have put KJV right here. We'll get that one too. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And it's waxing colder and colder by the day. All right. Now, these so-called migrants or immigrants, whatever you want to call them, that are coming over the border. Hey, this is all a part of the plan to create chaos so that this devil can bring you a solution that is still to your detriment, to your downfall. Okay, and they're violent, man. They're over here, uh, 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 ready to basically war against the people and take people's resources by force. The different squatters and such. Not only them, you got these other nations that they're sneaking over here. They're sneaking into uh this city, right? Because America is really a city. The United States is really a city. They're sneaking over here, and this is all a setup. Okay, so things is about to get bad very quickly, man. Okay, very quickly. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna go back to that. Go back to this tab right here. All right. Let's get it.
Footage of 8 armed Venezuelans, or they are presumed to be Venezuelans, part of the armed and illegal groups that are coming into the United States, part of the Tren de Aragua group. Now, they took over a robbery of a jewelry store, pointing guns at the customers, Three Hispanic men in a separate incident broke into a house in Aurora, Colorado, pretending to be Amazon workers. This happened maybe a week ago. This is something I really want you guys to watch out for, because this is exactly why you need to increase.
So right, they pretended.
Because this is exactly why you need to increase.
So right, they pretended to be um Amazon workers, man. And you know what? They can do that. You can do that too in your in a personal vehicle, right? You got people who do something called Amazon Flex, where they'll it's like an app job. They'll use their personal vehicle, right? That's not Amazon branded, right? And they may have an Amazon what do you call it vest on, right? That a branded vest, but they're using their personal vehicle. You know, they could have did it that way, or they could have just thrown on some vest that they stole from somewhere, all right, and pretend to like they're delivering a package, right? And then they broke into these people's house, right? Harmed this lady and her children, right? This is what's coming, man. This is gonna be everywhere, right? Hey, it ain't gonna be safe for people out here, right? The only people who are gonna be safe and not have to worry of these things, okay, is going to be the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the elect of the nation of Israel. The Lord is going to have the angels, all right, to protect them. All right, the angels encampeth around about them that fear the Lord.
Your threat operation, your threat area of operation, and your situational awareness. Now, how many of you get deliveries, whether it's Walmart, United States Postal Service, Amazon, I don't care who it is? These individuals broke into a house posing as Amazon workers. The mother was at home with her kids at the time. They say the men hurt her kids during the robbery. Now, remember, the media doesn't want you to think there's ever anything wrong. They don't want you to think that you're not safe. They want you to think that no matter what, you call 911 and the police will come before they do terrible things to your daughter and your children.
Right. And hey, 911 is not going to be in effect in a time that's coming. Right? That's not going to be in effect. Right? Real quick, and you probably can't see it on the screen, but this is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14, because this is what's coming unto the world. Okay, this is what's coming unto um America, man. All right. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right. And really that's what destruction to Esau's kingdom. This is the world that we're in. We're in Esau's world. Right. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. Right? So this is what you're gonna have, man. The scriptures talk about the RACE wars, right? Nation against nation. All right. We already see kingdom rising up against kingdom, right? These are the end time prophecies. We're in the time of the end. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? A sword is an instrument of destruction. All right. Whether that be an actual sword, whether it be an assault rifle, all right, sniper, gun, a gun, or whatever it is, man, whatever it is that they can use to do harm and to delete people, they're gonna use it, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and we already see that people speaking out against the powers that be, so to speak, or let's say the government. All right. To the point where it's gonna lead unto insurrection. All right, where they actually uprise against these powers that are established and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. You're not gonna worry. They're not gonna care about the governors. They're not gonna care about what the president has to say. And the course of their action shall stand in their power, right? And these different police um um departments, hey man, they're closing down. They're becoming short staffed. Man, it's even to the point out here in the Berg, it's even to the point where they're so short staffed, they park a police vehicle out on the road and turn on the lights, but there's nobody in there to make it seem like there's somebody in there, like, oh, we watching, right? And these people in the police departments don't even get paid enough, man. They get paid uh, 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 they get paid a regular salary that somebody would get paid in a freaking in a damn warehouse somewhere, or in a you know, working a regular job, man. But they got to put their lives on the line and get shot at in certain instances, right? A lot of those people are quitting, man. They're gonna be trying to protect themselves and their family. All right, protect themselves, their family, and their resources. So you ain't gonna be able to call on 911, right? And 911 won't respond to certain things, or they'll cut off uh, uh responding to anything. All right, for certain hours. Why? Because they're short staffed, man. Right, and people who are already in the mode of warring against their neighbors, they're gonna know, and they're not gonna care. Especially when the time is coming where the resources are scarce. They're gonna be cutthroat, man. They're gonna do whatever it takes to get them resources. All right, and to try to get some type of comfort in the tribulation that's coming. Right. So we'll continue reading. It says right. It says, in the course of their action shall stand in their power. Whatever they got the power to do, right? If they got the power to go and take somebody's resources, go take somebody's woman, go take somebody's children, go take somebody's house, even go take somebody's weapons, right? They're gonna do it to try and give themselves the upper hand and competing for these scarce resources, man. Okay, some of them, a lot of them probably literally, if they got uh, uh, knives or swords, weapons of that sort, they literally gonna cut people's throats, man. This is what's coming, and this is prophecy. All right, this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is bringing to this place. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why is that? Because the city is going to be straight up chaos, right? And then actually, too, some cities, you're going to have military checkpoints, but some cities are going to be safe havens. Other cities are going to be like the Badlands, man. No man's land. You don't go out there. You go out there, you can kiss your life goodbye, because it's gonna be chaos out there. But the other certain cities is gonna be safe havens. But in order to be in there, you gotta have the CHIP in order to even dwell in there, man. You gotta be plugged in to the system. All right, to that network. So with that being said, let's keep going. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. So you're gonna have cities that are gonna be troubled, man. Straight up chaos. The houses shall be destroyed. They're gonna destroy people's houses. They're gonna take their resources. They're gonna destroy the people that live in those houses. Okay, they're gonna ravish the women. All right, this is coming into, the Lord is bringing back that wartime mentality here in America, man. You're gonna have those different troops, those UN troops, troops from these other nations, which they already sneaking over here. All right, they're gonna be ready to wage war on the people, man. Wartime mentality is being raised up here. All right, this place is being destroyed from the inside out, and then the Lord is destroying it from the inside, but then the Lord is going to destroy it with that fire, okay, via the chariots and the nuclear missiles, man. There's already going to be fire kindled from the wars that's going to be on this soil already before the Lord comes, man. What will I if it be already kindled? The Lord's going to add more fire to it, man. So it says here, a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, Salaki, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. And that's the definition I just got. A cutthroat. No consideration for the feelings of others. All right. They're going to be willing to harm other people in order to get those resources, man. Upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, right? With their weapons, and spoil their goods. They're gonna take your goods. You got cans of beans, you got chicken in a can, green beans in a can, corn in a can, whatever you got. You might even have some loaves of bread out that mug, man. Some wheat, maybe some bread. They're gonna take all that. Water, they're gonna take all that. Okay? And part of a man's resources, all right, is his woman and his children. They're going to take that too, right? Because of the lack of bread, the scarcity of food, and for great tribulation, right? They're going to try to receive some comfort in this great tribulation by taking and ravishing other men's women, right? It's going to get crazy out here. These different so-called apocalyptic movies are not just movies. These are things that these elites put out there because they know what's coming, and they want these different things to come so that they can use that chaotic situation and capitalize off of that to institute their new world order. Okay. Right. And that was the point I got from there. Right. So this place is about to become a cutthroat city. Right. America is actually considered to be a city. All right. A great city. It just got many sectors or parts of it. Right. As the scriptures say, 10 parts of the city. Right. So just wanted to do a live stream real quick. It took me a minute to get this set up, so Lord will in the future this will go a little more smoothly. So with that, I'm gonna say Kolo Yah Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kakwadash and Shalom.